Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a bit of a speed build. I haven't built anything in The Sims 2 in years. If you are just tuning in, I have mentioned previously, I used to play this particular Sims 2 Super Collection all the time on my MacBook. And then I don't know what happened. One day I got a new MacBook. I was re-downloading all the things that I used to play. SimCity. I think I used to download SimCity from Origin. Either way, these were things that were no longer supported, and maybe it was one day I upgraded to the new operating system and it didn't work. I can't remember, but I was absolutely devastated. It just meant that I couldn't access Sims 2 anymore. It was my most played Sims game, mostly because it takes up so little space on your computer compared to The Sims 3. Obviously that was a crazy large game, but The Sims 4 I could barely run it, especially because I'm also filming and editing, and that takes up a lot, Final Cut, all of that stuff. It was just kind of crazy. So I was really, really upset that I couldn't play it anymore, but, made my peace. And then I don't know what made me think of re-downloading it again recently. I had to get rid of Sims 4 off my iMac because I just did not have space to keep it and be editing videos in 4K. And I don't know, I just kind of was like, I'm just going to see. I have no idea what made me think maybe something's changed, but I did, and turns out something has changed, and I can have the Sims 2 Super Collection on my iMac again, which is absolutely amazing. So that is what I'm playing here. I am playing this and screen recording from my iMac. If you have access to the App Store, doing it that way, would recommend. Apparently you can get this on, well, as always, you can always get anything on Windows, but you can get it on Mac as well. So just kind of putting it out there, this is a really, really great way of playing what I consider to be quite possibly the best of the Sims franchise. I just think Sims 2 is just unbeatable. And because it is a more condensed game as well, a large part of what makes it so fantastic is the playability of it, which sounds so stupid, but when a game is difficult to play, you really lose interest. So anyway, so this is me trying out the kind of build buy mode for the first time in a lot of years, kind of trying to remember everything. I'll tell you one thing that I missed immediately from Sims 4. Being able to change the size of rooms, because I realised pretty quickly, this is a starter home. I went too big too quick. This was way too large of a home. I've got one person, one Sim, one dog. We do not need all of this space. Once I actually started trying to put furniture in there, I was like, this is crazy. But look at me, is there a better way of doing this? There must be. Individually bulldozing each individual tile, each individual wall, that is bananas. So I really miss that we can resize rooms in Sims 4. That was a fantastic little upgrade that I don't think I appreciated how great that was until I'm now playing Sims 2 and we don't have it. So I had to literally rebuild all of the walls. And then kind of reconsider what I was putting in here. I do remember that, and I think I must have got this on camera because I filmed the whole thing, but I forgot to look for it. When you put chairs up against the table or a desk, they move in. So when you go into live mode, they'll move into the table or into the desk like they're being pushed in by a sim. I kind of love that, actually. But until you go into live mode, you kind of don't know that they're placed where they're supposed to be. At this point, I was remembering that there was a way of putting things at an angle. There's kind of a way of doing this a catty corner. So I'm Googling, what is the cheat code for this? There is a cheat code for this. I'm typing it on the screen. I will be typing it on the screen shortly, so that I can put everything at an angle. What I am missing again from Sims 4 that I use all the time is move objects. I love to be able to move objects so they're really, really close to each other. I don't like kind of gaps. I do enjoy this little angle. I think this looks really cute. I think this looks great. Way better than just kind of having things at angular. They have to be at right angles, 45-degree angles. For the win. But then I really was missing that move objects. I tried to find some cheats that maybe would work when I wanted to put a little side table next to the sofa, but nothing was kind of quite doing it for me. I'm not sure why, honestly. It wasn't working. Also, I did give myself back the stove and the trash compactor, but I decided that the dishwasher was not necessary, and I didn't need a stainless steel fridge. If anything, I think that the white fridge goes better with the kitchen. I don't know what you... I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it goes a little bit better. This is me trying to figure out, again, how can I put this little table right next to the sofa? I tried to do this for quite a while. Eventually, I found a cheat code that kind of worked. I think it allowed me to work in quarter squares, like the grid was in quarters rather than in the regular size. And I was trying for ages, and then I realized I could put it on the other side of the sofa and then it could be right up next to it. Still annoying because I would have liked to do it on this side, but hey ho, is what it is. I will eventually, of course, be filling out this lot a little bit more, adding more things to it. But for now, I really was just doing not the bare minimum, because I am adding things in here that we don't need. Like I'm going to put another little side table and some lamps and my very, very favourite plant. Like, do you remember when you played these games as a kid and you just had certain things that you just always used the same things? I decided to make this little area by the door because you wouldn't just have this little entryway with nothing in it, would you? So it needed a lamp, it needed a plant. I discovered the plant that was the plant that I always used, and the nostalgia, man, it just brings you back. It's really interesting. When I was doing my Create a Sim video, I said in that video, and I totally 100% believe, there is something to be said for less choices. I get a lot of decision fatigue when you've got games with tons and tons and tons of options. It's nice to be able to customize things, and it's great to have custom content available. But although it would be nice to have some more things, having less things and less choices makes the game more enjoyable for me. I have to make a choice from what's available to me, and I get on with it. I spend less time faffing around and I play more of the game. Sims 2 definitely is more gameplay oriented to me. I enjoy the decorating part, but in Sims 4, the decorating, I can spend days creating a house, decorating a house, and by the time I'm finished, I've just got no energy to play the game. Whereas with Sims 2, I think they kind of nailed just the right amount. I think we've gone too far, honestly, with the amount of options we've got with The Sims 4, but maybe that's just me. I also decided to make it a gabled roof with no additional wall space because I've got no space or no money to actually fill those walls in, and I didn't want them to be kind of unfinished. I wanted it to be as finished as I possibly could get it for the money that we were starting with. And this is my final home. I don't know if this was only Sims 1, but I can't remember, but time will tell when I actually play this for the first time. I think it was a thing that if you spend all your money, you end up getting a phone call from some like anonymous sim giving you money, whether it be like inheritance or you've won the lottery or something. I think that was a thing. So I'll be interested to see when I actually like play the game. I also remembered once I pressed live mode that I have a dog and I needed a dog bowl. I didn't buy anything else for the dog. I think I'm gonna immediately have to get a job. We need cash, like immediately. Maybe we'll need to do like foraging or something. Again, I'm barely remembering this game. I'm going to be playing it along with you and rediscovering it as we go. But yeah, I did immediately try and fill the dog bowl, and it turned out we had no money to do that. And the dog very nicely straight away started trashing the place, even though we've literally just built this house. It is as fresh and new as it could possibly be. And so I don't even feel that bad that we don't have money to fill the dog bowl, because he's been a real douche over there. It's like, just give it a minute, 1 second of living in this house before trying to trash the one place that I have to rest my head at night. We don't have that many things, and you went straight for it. But this is it. This is going to be the house that the Jones family lives in. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little speed build and are going to follow along with this Let's Play. I will see you guys in the next episode, which technically will be the first.